Okay, it's time to clean up the garden area. It is September 8th, 2025. It's a nice evening. It's not quite so hot today, so I'm going to get rid of a lot of these things here that my wife liked, but it's time for them to go. And all this stuff is going to go right in here in the composting bin. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Yes, indeed. All right, but that's where everything is going to go. So I want to get a little situated here, walk around just a little bit and see exactly what's going to go. All this stuff here is going. I want to clean up these collard greens, stuff on the ground there. These tomato plants will probably produce a little bit more, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all of these. And there are a few on here. Some of these will get composted also. Then my black peanut plant here, that's looking pretty good. It's still growing. Now, as far as I know, you wait until the top dies and then maybe the peanuts are ready. It's all experimentation, so we'll see. This guy, whatever this is going to come up. These are some carrots in here. They'll stay. And these are strawberries. We'll just leave all that stuff in there. And maybe I'll start growing for the fall. Now, this right here, I think this is my charge. I believe they're my charge. Yeah, I was going to kill these, but a little research says they're good fall plants. So I'll keep those. So who knew? So anyway, these guys here, there's a little tomato plant in there. They're going to go. And here I have peppermint. But since this lemon verbena tree is growing over, it's not getting enough sun and everything. Of course, it's not getting enough water. So this gets trimmed back. And of course, my spinach plant, get longevity spinach. Thank you. I always forget what this thing is. This gets trimmed back. There was zucchini here. There's one left there. I guess it's good. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. That's my wife's thing. I don't do that. And there are mint plants here. I'm going to leave these, let these continue to grow. And there are more mint plants here. I'll let those grow. And then I got a tree here. This is that fruit. I'll put it in the bottom, but I can't think of what that is. That is not a dragon fruit, but anyway, I always forget those names. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get started cleaning up. We have a little bit of pepper plants over here. These are going to stay. So those don't look too bad. They look a little nuclear, but these other ones okay. So those are about time to pick those, unless it's too late. But anyway, those will stay. And this guy here is a it'll come to me. Gooseberry plants. We bought some from Trader Joe's. My wife kept the seeds and we grew that one. There was a bunch more that I had elsewhere, but they didn't make it. Surprising, huh? But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to start cleaning up, get some of this stuff in shape, and do a little composting. That's how that's going to work. So we'll turn this a little bit. Ooh, look at all that. All that goop in there. Lots of goodies. Look at all the worms in there. They're in there doing their thing. It's a little stuck in there. Maybe it's a root or something. But anyway, we're going to put those in there, and later on I'll actually open up this front here and take out some of that compost and use it in the garden here. So that's what's happening. So might as well get started. Need a shovel, can't pick that up. There are a few onions here, I'll have to take those inside. Of course, I had some gloves somewhere, but I guess I don't have them now. There's a little bit of corn, so I'll keep this piece and maybe use it for seeds or something like that. So that's all good. So once I get all this stuff in here, I'll put a little water on it. Okay. There's always little grass and everything that grows. And onions, I have to be a little careful because I want to keep the onions. I'll have to come back to that when I want to go a little bit slower. So all this stuff here will get picked up. And this collard green plant here, it kind of laid down. I think I'm just gonna just cut it off and start this piece here again somewhere, because I want to have it a little bit more organized. I may not be consistent on my planting and all that good stuff, but I do like to be a little organized. So I'll come back and deal with some of that stuff. Yeah, at some point I'll remember to put my gloves on, but I guess that won't be right now. Once again, I got a lot of onions in here, so I'll just skip that for right now. What we got out of the garden this year, and I was pretty happy about, is we got a ton of cucumbers from over here. Those are pretty much done also, so they get to go away also. But that was a good thing. I see an errant potato over there. These were, I think, a Japanese cucumber or something. They were pretty decent. They got pretty big. This one is a little done, but I can't say that I was happy with the taste. They didn't taste like the computers, I mean not the computers, but the cucumbers that I'm accustomed to having. They didn't have that much taste. They were good now, but I think maybe we'll try a different kind next year. But they did do pretty well, so I can't complain about that. One thing I did this growing season is I got on a pretty good schedule of fertilization and watering. Right now you can't tell because I haven't watered in a few days, but since Southern California is kind of like a desert anyway, you have to use a lot of water, especially for your garden, your front yard, if you're going to do things like that, because it's pretty much desert Mediterranean kind of a place, so it does take a bit. So yeah, we'll see exactly what, if anything, we plant for the fall, because right now, in the next few weeks, is a good time to start planting a fall garden. How do I know that? Because I did a little research. Because since it's been so long since I've grown anything, I am so out of the seasons and growing and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm trying to get back to it as much as I can. It's not a major thing because I do have other things to do, but I do want to do a bit more. So let's grab a few tomatoes. These are pretty done, so I'm just going to compost those. I think most of them are pretty much done over here. But these did well too. So if nothing else, we got a lot of good cucumbers and a lot of tomatoes. And this could, like I say, grow more, but we're just going to go ahead and get rid of it right now so we can get started with the fall thing, if I actually do that. May have to put some of this in the green trash can if it keeps overflowing. But right now we're going to go ahead and pack it out. Because it will compost. You can move around a bit, baby. So if there's to be a fall garden, it will be either at the end of this video, or I'll just do a whole other video with that footage as opposed to maybe two, because it just may be a bit much to do all that for one. This, I put in there pretty good because I wanted to keep these tomato plants up, so it's proving a little difficult to get out, but there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Just gotta rip her on out of there. Okay, so I'm going to come back to there. So this is the last squash. Oops. So I'll pull this guy up because he's done also. Now, handling this little guy here probably would have been good with the gloves because it's a little pokey, but it's not that bad. I'll be able to handle it. Okay, so that's most everything that I'm going to do, at least on camera. I'll continue cleaning up in a bit, but just wanted to let you see the little cleanup. Oh, there's one here. Forgot about this big old guy. So I'll stop recording in a second and I will finish cleaning everything up. But this is pretty much what the garden looks like right about now. Of course, I'll have to control this guy a little bit. All these bugs that came out of the compost bin are hanging out here waiting until they can go back and continue feasting. Understandable. So I'll clean this guy up a little bit too, get that a little bit more under control. But that's gonna be about it. So as I said a minute ago, I will put the start of the garden with this video, or I will start a new one. But just wanted to show you the process of cleaning this guy up, since it is the official end of the summer growing season. And this year, as with every other year, I try and get a little bit better on being more consistent in what I'm doing out here, so that it'll make more sense and I can get more produce out of this place. I have a big enough place here, but whenever I'm able to slow down and do things the way I'm supposed to do them, I think I'll get more of a mixture and a bunch of produce out of here. Even though I get a bit, I think with the size of this place. Oh, what was that? Oops, that might have been a avocado tree, maybe. I guess I have to put this guy back in before my wife sees it, because it won't be a good thing. My little shovel is gone. Gotta get it deep enough. So maybe she's going to use that someplace else. Maybe she's going to transplant it. I don't know. But we'll cover it up for right now, and hopefully it'll continue to grow. We'll see. It's back there now. Sorry, little plant. Oh, sorry. Hey. Anyway, that's it. So next video is coming up. Like I said, either on the back of this or another video on its own. So that's it.